everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today we are taking care of our level 5 Lancer quest. Ewain, what do you got for us today? Guildmaster Ewain would teach you the meaning of courage. Ah, you have returned. I take from your presence that you have gained a measure of familiarity with your weapon. Good, you are ready to begin the next phase of your training. You will recall my telling you that it takes no small amount of courage to be a Lancer. Now, in general terms, courage is the strength to do something one finds unnerving. However, a Lancer's notion of courage is not so simple. Having first drawn a distinction between courage and recklessness, he then divides the former into two aspects. I would have you learn each with spear in hand. The first is composure. When outnumbered in battle, a Lancer may lose his composure and succumb to panic. Should this happen, all of his training will swiftly flee from his mind, and he will struggle to overcome opponents whom he would ordinarily have bested with ease. He will, in short, contribute to his own defeat. If you wish to become a Lancer in sooth, you must first learn to maintain your composure at all times. Do this and you will be able to call upon every ounce of your strength and skill when it matters most. And so to your first task. The riverbanks of the Central Shroud are home to vilekin known as Yarzons. Fiercely territorial, the creatures will attack anyone who strays too close, making them the bane of fisherfolk. They typically fall upon their prey en masse, barring all avenues of escape before closing in for the kill. What must go through the mind of their victim in that instant? Panic? Despair? Be sure to tell me upon your return. Needless to say, I would have you brave such an encounter. Take this sack of decidedly noisome bait and use it to lure the ever-ravenous creatures out of their nest. It may be that only one curious Yarzon appears, but what if 2 or 3 follow the scent? Let us see how you fare then. Go now, my young Lancer, and learn what it means to fight with composure. Alright, let's do it. Let's go fight a swarm of enemies. Surely this is something we have never done before. We've never fought in a big crowd before. We're going to be so very overwhelmed, and it will be a great test of our courage and composure. Snarking aside, this is a good introductory basic tutorial quest for new players if they're starting as Lancer, which is kind of the point of a lot of the early game job quests. As we go, they do start to pick up into more of a unique quest line for each job, or for each class. But the first few are supposed to be like, hey, if you've never played the game before, here's how you get started, playing in your chosen class. Alright, so we are heading out to the riverbank in order to fight Yarzons. I really wish there was a way to just mark, hey, no, I do not want to join your free company. Please stop pestering me. So, I have mentioned in the past that I like to try and plan out ahead how episodes will go. Specifically just because this is such a big MMO. I want to make sure that we're not completely overwhelmed and lost with what are we going to do next, because there's a lot to do. So I'm just trying to keep track of everything we can do and figure out just a good order to do it in so it feels like it's flowing well. Well, recently I found myself with a little bit of spare time on my hand. You just invited me and I said no. Wow, that is rude. But yeah, I found myself with a little bit of spare time on my hand, and I took a little bit of time to plan ahead. And I got so wrapped up in my planning that I barely noticed when, suddenly, I was planning out episode 1078. I may have gone a little bit overboard. Just a little bit. Well, the good news is I am prepared for a good long while. And I'm going to have plenty of time to rework those notes if need be, but, oops. Now, if you're wondering how I possibly had time to plan out over 1,000 episodes, well, for the most part, my notes are just, since I'm aiming for one quest a day, just this episode, we're going to tackle this quest. If there's anything specific or unique to that quest that I need to note down, I'll note it down, but for the most part, most quests are pretty self-explanatory, so didn't really need too much detailed notes. For the most part, it was just figuring out what will make the Let's Play flow well. And hopefully I've done a good job of that. We'll see over the next 1,000 episodes. And for the record, the next 1,000 episodes only covers up through halfway through the patches of the first expansion? Yeah, it's a long game. If it helps, the expansions get comparatively shorter, and the bulk of that playtime is in A Realm Reborn, just because A Realm Reborn is really big. Alright, back to the Lancers Guild. Let's go hand in our report about fighting the Yarzon. Welcome back, Satora, and well done. I trust you now understand that in times of direst need, no amount of strength or skill with a spear will avail the Lancer who lacks composure. You are now ready to learn the second aspect of a Lancer's courage, resolve. When faced with a terrible foe, a Lancer may succumb to fear and self-doubt. Should this happen, he will become defensive, and in seeking to cover his weakness, surrender his greatest strength, namely his capacity to attack. A Lancer who fears to attack is not but a man holding a pole. His spear may as well be a broomstick for all the good it would do him. It is not and will never be a shield. I take it people have tried to use their lance as a shield. That you may learn the truth of my words firsthand, I bid you go to the Central Shroud to an area adjoining the abandoned dungeon known as Spirit Hold. Since the calamity, that neck of the Twelves Wood has become a veritable menagerie of fearsome fauna. There you will find 3 collapsed pillars, which have become a haunt for fell creatures. You are to put them down. What manner of fiends can you expect to encounter? Ha! To reveal that would be to defeat the purpose of the lesson, my young Lancer. I will say only this. If you face these foes with a Lancer's resolve, you will surely emerge the victor. Once you have completed the trial, pray report to Jillian in the entrance hall. She has grasped the 2 aspects of courage, albeit with some trouble. Though I doubt you will encounter similar difficulties, her struggle has furnished her with certain insights which I think you would benefit from hearing. A Lancer learns best when he is doing high, but the wisdom of his seniors is not entirely without worth. Go now, Satora, and do as I bid you. Alright then, off we go to Spirit Hold. And since that's going to be in the southeast of Central Shroud, we've got a bit of a walk ahead of us. We can probably hit some hunting log targets on our way. I know I hit a few, I believe they were Fs when we were in the river. We're passing by there again, so we might as well finish them off. Yeah, one more Eft. Micro Chews we can fight, but those are in North Shroud. Bog Yarzon. Hoglets. Annals. Diremites. Tree slugs. Okay. We should be able to get the Annals, the Hoglets, the Black Fs, and maybe the Annals. Alright, Black F, you are up first on our hunting list. Oh, did not need to use Life Surge. Oh well. Alright, heading onwards. There actually are Micro Chews in the area. The hunting log lied to me. I'm not going to go out of my way to make sure I've cleared out the log, but if I see it, I will kill it. And then we'll clear out our log later. Just so we're not wasting too much time while we're trying to complete the quest. Alright, coming down this way, we want to take this left path. And there's the pillars. And for reference, the Hoglets are right up there, but they are not necessarily in the way, so. Alright, we've got a Syrphid Cloud. Well, you don't look too bad. Not in the slightest. I think I'll go for this one next. Another Syrphid Cloud. I don't see how this is testing my resolve, but surely the Guildmaster knows what he's doing. Ewain probably knows what he's doing with this mission. Ah, there it is. Hello there, Lumber Toad. Alright, my resolve feels relatively well tested, and I got 3 animal skins out of that. Nice. Alright, well, we are literally right here, and it's a bit of a walk to get down here, so yeah, I'm gonna deal with the hoglets now. We should only need to fight one more. Ooh, and we got second wind. I will put that there. And let's get back to the hunt. There we go. Hold on. I didn't know you could resize that window. Okay, that should fix it. Alright, hitting level 8, we can equip a whole bunch of new gear. Oh, very nice. Give me that wonderful bump up, and let's get back to the Lancers Guild. Alright, I returned. Jillian, I was told you had some tips for me. I have been expecting you, Satora. By your return, I trust you now understand the importance of resolve. Like one's flesh, courage can be made strong. It is a matter of training each of its aspects. Now, the endeavor may prove difficult in the beginning. Gods know how much I struggled. You may suffer untold humiliation and more frustration than you can bear, but you must persevere. Whenever you engage an opponent, whether in training or in earnest, make a conscious effort to fight with composure and resolve. Over time, doing so will become second nature and you will acquire such courage as you never thought could be yours. Mind you, not all battles entail a physical clash of might. It could simply be a disagreement born of a conflict in ideology. The point is, it matters not what battlefield you stand upon. So long as you take care to be composed and resolute, your courage will grow. Did that make any sense? Even a little? I fear I cannot hold a candle to Guildmaster Ewain, but if there is aught I can do to assist in your training... What was that? Something is afoot in the training area. And you call yourselves Lancers. Pathetic. You're next, Guildmaster. Arm yourself and face me. Refuse, and all will know that you are no true Lancer. Say what you will, I am above provocation. Craven to the last man. Ah, but what have we here? Wait, she is but a novice. That makes no odds to me. You yourself admitted her to your ranks, did you not? Very well. I shall withdraw for now. Yet know that only the fearless are fit to wear the mantle of Lancer. I look forward to measuring your worth in days to come. Well, he seems rude. There is not more to see. Return to your drills. Well, at least that was resolved relatively easily. Satora, you made no attempt to evade his thrust. I mean, it seemed like he was just trying to provoke people and get a rise out of them. I don't think he was actually going to attack me. Did he actually hit anyone else before I got here? It looked like they just kind of fell. Did your opponent so unnerve you as to deprive you of your senses? No. Well, it is of little consequence now. You need pay no further heed to our uninvited guest. Lest you wonder, it is not uncommon for challengers to come pounding on our door seeking to test their mettle. For now, dedicate yourself to tempering the two aspects of courage, the composure to bring the sum of your strength and the skill to bear against your foes, and the resolve to attack when fear would stay your hand, as befits a lancer. When next we meet, I shall have another trial for you, one that will put your courage to the test. Until then, continue to apply yourself to your training. Farewell, Satora. Alright, well we got lectured. Could have gone better. But honestly, I feel justified in not letting him provoke me. Sure got him to give up real fast. Alright then, let's go finish off the episode now by working on our hunting log. We have several targets out in the Central Shroud. Real quick though, let's check what's available in the North Shroud, because it might be easier to get back from the North Shroud than the Central. And I did use up my return earlier. Okay, we have tree slugs in the East Shroud. In the Honey Yard. East Shroud. Okay, in that case, the path we'll take is we're going to take the ferry out to East Shroud, hunt those slugs, then head down to Central Shroud to finish it off. Just trying to route this because I used up my return earlier once we were done at Spirit Hold. And we've still got just under 10 minutes till that's back. I am feeling real confident in my huge set of armor. Well, it covers me pretty well for a DPS class, so I'm happy with it. And I'm pretty sure I crafted every last bit of it. Let me check. Bronze, a bunch of bronze gear. Huh! I didn't notice, but yeah, I probably said this was tank gear earlier, but no, Lancer's included in the classes that can wear it. And then yeah, I crafted these, and again, something I probably said was tank gear. Neat! I didn't realize that some of the tank gear can also be equipped on Lancer. Makes sense though, it's a lighter chain, it's a chain metal armor, so it would make sense that Lancer specifically would be able to wear that, since chain doesn't really limit your motion too much. Alright, tree slugs done, bumping us up to level 9. Next up, I remember there were annals on our list, and annals should be able to be found up on Naked Rock. We're right next to the river. Right over there's the bridge we used to cross it. The same river where we fought the Yarzons just a little bit ago. So from here, we just want to head up the hill, and we should be able to find plenty of annals. I really do appreciate all the animal skins and animal hides I'm picking up. Really useful for supplying my leatherworker class. Even if they are cheap to buy, it's even cheaper to just harvest them yourself, so. Plus, if I'm gonna be killing these poor creatures, I might as well make use of their corpses. It would be a disrespectful waste not to, honestly. Okay, looks like we're done with the annals. So next on our log, we've got 2 left, Bog Yarzon and Diormites. Okay, we'll go for the Bog Yarzon first. That can be found in the river that we keep running by. Hop in the river and we'll just follow it towards its mouth. Alright, we got plenty of Bog Yarzons in this cave to deal with. There we are. I'll go ahead and ignore the rest and we'll keep heading this way, as this river is going to spit us out somewhere relatively convenient. If you recognize the area, we've been here like once before, I believe as botanist. We're over by Bent Branch. And you know what, since we're over here by Bent Branch, I need to actually, attune with the Aetheryte. I was gonna save it for when main scenario quests take us in this direction, but we've passed through here several times as several different classes, so might as well. Alright, Aetheryte's up there. Alright, and the last thing we need to hunt for our hunting log are the Diormites, which are found just north of Bent Branch, right on the path between here and New Gridania. I told you it was convenient. I'm surprised. After that person sent us 2 free company invites in a row, I was worried they were going to send a 3rd. But they haven't, so they left me alone. Shouldn't have to say no twice, but Again, really wish I knew of a way to mark myself as, do not invite me to a free company, I do not want to join you, I prefer to join the free company of friends. Alright, plenty of Diormites, take them all down and bump us up to the next rank of the hunting log. And pick up Leg Sweep, which will let us stun opponents. Nice. Alright, hunting log done. We are level 10. This is feeling pretty good. Got a whole bunch of new gear once again. See, this is why I've been saving up all that gear. This is why I've not been selling it. Because we get really satisfying upgrades like this. Let's see. We get +2 direct hit rate, +1 vitality, +2 physical damage. Just from that, Bronze Saddle is going to give us +1 dexterity, vitality, direct hit rate, and 1 to magic and regular defense. Here we're going to get 2 dexterity, 2 direct hit rate, 1 vitality, and 3 of both defenses. You get the point. Oh, that's satisfying to have so many upgrades at once. Bumping us to item level 10. I believe there's still 2 more DPS classes that can use this type of gear that we have not picked up yet. So I'm still not going to be selling the old gear yet. There's still use for it. Still, I'm realizing I forgot to eat food today. Dang it. But yeah, there's still use for that equipment, so I'm not selling it yet, though my inventory is definitely getting noticeably full, so Hopefully it doesn't get too much worse by the time we've learned all the classes so I can properly clean it out. Anyways, all that said, with our hunting log caught up, with our quest for the day done, I'm going to go ahead and off screen, make sure to clear out my inventory where I can, and next time on Final Fantasy XIV, we have our level 10 Lancer quest, Courage of Stone. I will see everyone next time for that.